Hey YouTube. I think I'm past due for doing a few shoutouts, so I want to take a minute to do that now. I've got a pretty good list at the moment. It's not a comprehensive list, but for this one here, I just wanted to pull some people that flash in the top of my head. So these are people that I watch and or subscribe to. Generally, I'll subscribe to anybody who subscribes to me. It's a way to say thanks. But these ones stick out to me, and so we'll just go through them. First off, I got a subscription from this guy. His name was Cab7, and he said, I've subscribed to your channel. Please do the kind and subscribe back. And this guy needs to be noticed. He does little skits and stuff, but the biggest thing that I've noticed about this guy is his mission seems to be to help everybody out. He goes live a couple times a week, and him and his buddies, all they're doing is shoutouts. They'll get on there and they'll talk about somebody, and then all of a sudden they'll pull up their YouTube channel and they'll look at it and talk about it and stuff like that. He's doing a lot for the YouTube community, and I appreciate that, Cab7. Thank you very much. So check him out and hook him up. Another one, I met him at the Bushcraft gathering last year. His name is Mark Young. You can see Mark, just type in Mark Young and he'll come up. He's also kind of called himself Shunpike Bushcraft. He spends a lot of time in the woods, and he does a lot of reviews on products. But he doesn't just do a review and say, "Oh, look, there you go." He doesn't have sponsors or anything, so this is just something that he's doing on his own because he loves it. And he will compare products to other products similar, and sometimes he even goes back and revisits those products with different ideas and different ways to use them and stuff like that. So he's definitely worth checking out. You'll get a lot of information about a lot of gear from this guy. Next one, FS Bushcraft. I also met him at the Bushcraft gathering last year, and I don't think the guy knows how to get cold. He sleeps out in his hammock and just doesn't seem to get cold. But he loves the outdoor, and him and Craven Bushcraft hang out. And a couple of good guys. He'll take his son out with him, which is fantastic. You got to share this with children, right? So that brings us to Craven Bushcraft. You've seen him on Alone. He spends a lot of time out in the woods as well. Really knows his stuff. He explains things really, really well. Most people already know Craven anyway. But just another shout out to him. And then we go to Mike Barton of Bushcraft Bartons. He's one of the reasons that I started doing YouTube channels. He's kind of inspirational to me. The first video I saw of him was about making mistakes when you're in the woods, and I thought that information was just so valuable and so worthwhile that maybe I could share stuff too. Him and his wife Josie go around all over the place. They do all kinds of adventures. They share a lot of time together. It's a good channel. And then his wife Josie Barton, Cooking with Josie. She does a lot of recipes and stuff, and some delicious looking recipes, let me tell you. So she's just started her YouTube channel, so check her out as well. One of my absolute favorites, and probably don't even need to mention him, is Mitch from Native Survival. He doesn't just go out on the land. He has a relationship with the land, which I really appreciate. And Mother Nature is like a spiritual journey for this guy. He knows his stuff. He's a great guy to talk to. I spoke to him last year. We met. I've actually got a video of him and I chatting. And just a really, really down-to-earth guy that really knows his stuff. And for the amount of stuff that he knows, he's just a humble fella, right? He'll talk to anybody just like they were equals. There's no swelled head there. Just a great guy. Then there's Vinland Bushcraft. I also met him at the Bushcraft gathering last year, and he brought a forge, little propane forge, and I watched him do some work. The guy's really good. He does some really nice work, and he'll sit there and talk to you, and pull a yarn with you. No pretenses, no nothing. He doesn't mind sharing the information, doesn't mind talking to you. He made some custom knives on site for people. When he sharpens something, I think he makes a razor blade look dull. And he's living off grid pretty much right now, so it's very interesting to watch. Another one is Muskrat Jim. I'm really hoping that if I get to the Bushcraft gathering, I get to sit and chat with Muskrat Jim for a little bit. I've got a lot of respect for Muskrat Jim. The guy knows his stuff, and you watch his videos, and you'll see there is no excuse for not trying. None whatsoever. This guy does things I don't think I'd be able to do in his position. Seems like a very down-to-earth guy. Spends a lot of time in the woods by himself in every kind of weather you can think of. I'm really looking forward to hopefully meeting you there, Jim. Let's check him out. Sean Woods is another one. This guy's into primitive trapping and primitive use of everything. He'll eat just about anything. Oh my God, he'll eat anything. So I've been watching him a lot lately. He's got an obsession with mouse traps. So you can see all kinds of different types of mouse traps and see them in use and how they work. I don't even know how far back some of his mouse traps go, but everything from modern day electronic mouse traps back to windlass mouse traps to bucket traps to things it just blow your mind. But that's not the big information in his channel. The big information in his channel is the primitive stuff. But you'll be surprised what this guy will eat. And then another one of my favorites is the meat trapper. He I don't know if he traps for a living, but he does it a lot. Very family-friendly show. There's another trapping channel that I like a lot, but there's a lot of language on there, so I don't let my young kids watch it. But I have no issue with them watching the meat trapper. Another very down-to-earth guy, goes through everything, explains everything, shows you everything, and he's out there doing it. And I really enjoy his channel as well. I've learned a lot of tips from him and stuff. Now obviously when you're watching YouTube videos on trapping and stuff, you got to be very careful because what's legal there may not necessarily be legal here. and that's with any trapping show. So keep an eye out for that, but very, very much worth to watch. And then another up-and-comer is Sam Wetzel. So he's just starting a YouTube channel. So he's got a few of them out now. Check them out and see what you think. So if you check these guys out, let them know I sent you. And if you like them, let me know. If you don't like them, just leave them alone. But these are some of my favorites. I don't watch as much YouTube as I would like because I'm either working or trying to make some videos for you guys. But I definitely try to keep up on my subscribers and you know, throw a couple comments in there, let YouTube know that people are watching them. So feel free to take a look. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. And check these guys out. See you next time.